Meaning, Dave, tell me something more. Where what? Officer. What kind of officer? Okay. Right, and being a police officer, you probably have as a template in this comparison would be a good, honest police officer as a mentor. You understand? That is your template. You use that template to guide so that you will be able to say, yo, that's where I want to be, that's the direction. Right? Using that template, however, then you want to apply your uniqueness to it. You want to be able, if let's say you want to go into criminology, or you want to be able to solve crime, or you understand what I'm saying? What element of it, and make it specific to you. That's what we've done. Sports days tend to have a specific template. Our opening ceremony, entertainment segment, a few different things. We try and switch it up a little bit. We try to, let's say people open on our morning, we open in the middle of the day. We're telling them, people usually come in the middle of the day, so let's open then. They say entertainment, have an entertainment segment where it's pure entertainment at the end of the show. We say no, entertainment must be part of the show. People tend to say they want to have a formal lunchtime. We say no formal lunchtime. We serve lunch from 11 till 3. There's games all day. Somebody walk in, they're not sitting down and waiting for the games to start back. This is not a show. This is an active involvement. We tend to have rain relief games. If rain falls, we have games too. We want it in, you see what we've done, and it might sound too creative for you, I don't know. But what I tell you is really, we have done what we say problem solving using creativity. And I think that is what you all have to be able to do. Using your creativity to solve potential or problems that you see arising. Let me give a simple decor scenario. You go to a venue, for us, we go to a venue, you see that there's a hole by the entrance. What we could do is put a sign saying, don't walk, big hole, caution tape it, and it looks ugly. Right? What we'll do is we'll put a plant over that hole. And to mirror it, put a plant on the next side. And then put 2 other sets of clusters lower down, so that it looks perfectly uniform. Why do we? That hole is no longer necessary. You understand what I'm saying? It's using your creativity to mirror, match, and make an area look great. Because we was going to make the area look great anyway, but we solving a problem using creativity. Right? For another example, we producing an event at the golf course in Chaguaramas. Anybody know the golf course in Chaguaramas? Yeah? Right, Christian golf course. There's no parking, none at all. So we now have to find a creative way to get the people to and from Pier 2 car park. Right? Anybody here to drive? You ever drove to an event? Where do you want to park? If you go into an event, if the event is here, where do you want to park? Right, so you want to park as close to the venue as possible, right? All Trinidadians like that. Trinidadians have no concept of shuttling. They don't believe in it. If you say collect your shuttles here, they are not going to. They're going to drive straight to the venue and see if they have a park, see somebody's space, and park up behind somebody, block somebody. They're okay. Because at the end of the day, it always have a park near the venue in a Trinidad. So, anybody have any ideas? Any idea how we could creatively get people to park? Anybody? How we can get them to park in a car park remotely in the venue here? Right? How we can get them to park here? And anybody have an idea? Any off the top of your head? Collect something free. That works. Anything else? Security. Yes, showing security. That works. Any other ideas? What is event planners? But let me tell you some of the things that we did. We decided to have a competition. You see, when you create a competition, people feel they have a chance to win. They feel. And by making people feel they have a chance to win, they actively, like drones, participate without forcing them to do what you're telling them to do that they would not naturally do. Yeah. Naturally, they drive into the venue. Competition, hey, you go down, trip to Barbados. So, and that's what we did. We said, if you park in the car park, you get a chance to win a trip to Barbados for 2. We call it a full flight. Right? So you get to take part in the full flight competition. When they came, they entered the car park, they got into their shuttle. While in the shuttle, we had a pre-recorded being played. Welcome to the shuttle. This is the opportunity you guys are getting to participate in full flight. A competition where you could go to Barbados for 2. You understand? You know this rule. You understand? These people feel in their minds that they are ready. All kind of thing. The chance is about 1,500 people, one person. But what we have done, people, in addition, what people do is people come, they think of full flight, they participate in our thing, and we save ourselves with regards to the logistics at the venue. We only park in service providers and all that kind of thing. No, they still unblock people. Just like how we said security, you gotta do a few other things. There's creatively solving problems. We hired a record. We hired a record, not to actively work. We hired a record and park it up. We can't pay for a record whole day. Psychologically, somebody will come and say, hey, but look at the record. Well, let me park in the car park. You understand? It is a whole, this is event planning. You have to think like how the humans would naturally think. So when we put the record there, people say, nah, but we're not in that. You understand? We also printed on the back of their ticket where the parking will be. So it was also supported with communication. So you can't just assume that people drive down and then you have one person in the middle of the road, go so, parking there. And then you have to ensure they have nice people too. You understand? So it might come across as not being creative, but it's solution and oriented creative. You have to know the right people to put the smiley faces, the people who's always smiling. And you don't have a few of those? Yeah. No matter, you have people out there who just, no matter, their dog are just there. Those are the people that you want, like I want in my events. People who move like they have no problems in the world. That's the people I like. You understand? And that's the people that you need in the event of my industry. I just put them in my car parks. I just put them to greet my guests. They don't have no problem. Say, hi, how you going? Oh, let me try that. Nice. Come in, and build conversation. Those people make you feel happy. Smiley people make you feel to smile. And therefore, that's what you do. All that is part and parcel of being, I say, being creative in production and solving the problems. Yeah? So that's issue, things like that. Now, there's also another element of creativity in proposals. I'm trying to think of one. And this is linked to sports team. I mean, put sports team. Or maybe I should something else. Okay. Let me do a building launch. I remember Acre was doing a building launch, right? At the same time, they wanted to commemorate, they wanted to thank a person who was working with the company on their departure and their retirement. So they coupled a building launch with a retirement function. And it was close to Christmas. So you understand, it's 3, they want to celebrate everything in one. And of course, they have a limited budget. So, inviting 150 people in a space that could probably accommodate only 100, they can't do seating, and so we have to now look for solutions to solve their needs. We said that we're going to do the building launch, we're going to reveal the logo. In revealing the logo, we're going to have fanfare music. You know what's fanfare music? Dun dun dun! You understand? That's fanfare. We also gonna, they don't have money for confetti, like what you see in the video. So when they launch, when the logo drop, they don't have all of that. So we had it dun dun, we got handheld confetti. So people are going to be hiding. The staff going to be hiding and going to press it like poof. So when the logo dropping, We organize that, right? That's one problem solved. Cool? The issue of the small space. We said, oh gosh, but it have no sit-down thing. So we have to do a cocktail. Yes, you're right. So we have to turn it into a cocktail, Christmas soiree, kind of something. Yeah? And now it's Christmas, the menu has to change. It's not a typical afternoon at the office. You can't just do samosas alone. You have to do mini pastels. Mini, like smaller than like half a size of pastel. So it's cocktails, so you have a small plate, so you know, it makes sense. You have to get Cusco rolls, things I can't pronounce properly. You have to do those things. You have to do drops and sorrel sangria, and that's sorrel alcohol. And you understand? These things of of course I don't make it sound good, because that's why I event planning. When you don't talk a language and make it sound boring. You don't say, oh, ginger beer. You understand what I'm saying? You don't say ginger beer. You find a way to say ginger beer, make it sound good. You understand? You say ginger extract.
Yeah, mix it with water.
You will say, what is this? This is a ginger extract. You might say that. And that glass, when you serve it, again, all of these things are basically what you have to do to make people exit there on the usual. They must be involved, and that's what events do. We try and change that. That's how I chain myself up to believe I'm the best. You have to chain people up to believe that they are entering a different environment. Yeah? And that's what creativity does. So on walking through my entrance, on the side, on the right hand side, there will be light, a blaze in the trees. You see that? Yeah? A blaze in the trees. Yeah? I can see it too. And you understand? Shining up. This is in the afternoon. That's probably after 6 o'clock. So the lights will be seen. But you put it on, you underlight it, so that the trees look like if they're larger than life. When you do things from below, when you shine lights below, things look large. Shine down above, they look small. Right? Like a magnifying glass. So you blaze the trees, you're walking through, and we have cocktail tables in different areas, well draped with spandex and decent centerpieces that people like to steal. And we put it in such a way that people would naturally walk straight in. We want them to meander around the cocktail so that they get an experience. You understand what I'm saying? You know what meander is like walking in a river and stuff. And so it's all part. You want people to meet them at the entrance, and then of course you want these smiley faces people, so they'll sit there and say, "Hi, welcome to the Christmas soiree. How you good?" Yeah? All part of the delivery of the event. You all understand it? Yeah. In addition to the service, you want to make sure that the caterers, the people that you hire, they're happy too. That's why you can't shortchange when you get good people to work with you. I don't shortchange my caterer. I can't tell my caterer, hey, I hire money once they with the service, so that they be bringing out kind of half or something. You want them to be happy. So it's great service, great drinks, nice ambient lighting. We even decor the washrooms, you all. I talk about potpourri and what can I talk about the lights in the had something hanging from almost like a chandelier. Yeah? We have think the amongst your head. Yeah! You have to listen. You see, remember, if your experience won't be different, it can't be the same, you're walking the same way. You'll be like, you understand? But those are the things that's the experience that you want to provide, and that is creativity. That's the creativity of not being the ordinary. Not just setting up and hoping and praying that people will feel the vibes. You gotta set up the vibes. You gotta make it happen. And that's the same thing with you guys planning parties. Anybody plan a party here? People like parties, they like parties. And I've done those before. Let me now bring you up to another event I did just last week. I did an event called Sahara Summer. It was on Maracas Beach. We've been doing it. It's my party. I work with one committee member from a company called Rain. In producing Sahara Summer, we've been doing it. Sahara has been growing by leaps and bounds. It's a real heartfelt event. It started off with a budget of $40,000 to produce. The revenue from it, good. Parties actually make money. And over time, it's like the event catching up with us. Where this summer we did, for the first time, we broke even, and we didn't make any. And it was not really hurting because we actually happy. Yeah, we didn't make any money. And that might be like in your mind, that might be a bad thing. In our minds, that's a success. That's a good thing. Because in producing promotions versus corporate, when I do corporate, I get paid all the time. When I do promotions, it's a risk you take. So you can still have the same amount of patrons. We have 1,000 patrons, and you watch the party and say, the party ram! Well, I had to make. It's because we make the venue small. You just make the venue small. Yeah, that's all. We think about it, we knew how much figures will come in, and we make the venue tight, party ram.